doesn't have to be exactly 2 minutes, right?
No. It's recording. You're good.
Though I've learned to be critical, my education here has been about building and looking for the teachable moments outside of the classroom walls, taking to heart family lessons, and reading deeply into daily life experiences. Sankofa is a spirit of learning from the past to move forward. It is in this vein that I'm going to share with you a moment that was sad, but so full of strength and resilience. Time has worn well on my grandma. It has thickened her skin, but not her heart. However, today she sits crushed. Her hands in her lap as she folds them in onto each other. Shamefully, they interlock like two people clutching one another for strength. Like faded laughter, the air is empty, and so is the room. No one can redo the past, and no past is worth redoing when we account for the lessons we learn. Yet who is to say which lessons we need to know? The past haunt is a familiar chill, and the pain of loss is an exposed wound for which it makes no more sense to cover, for surely it will soon be reopened. In defeated moments like these, your soul pours out of your fingertips, for being consumed with so much feeling, she is empty. Cupping her quickly feeling hands, she trembles. Yet to us, she's poised on a throne. In this domain, of which is all too familiar, she exudes an eerie strength. An eerie strength that nurtures all of us around her. Queen mother of eulogies and funeral sermons, she's the baroness of a kind of grief brought on in the moment when sorrowful eyes gaze serenely upon open caskets of sons. Her soul overflows with sorrow like the rushing waters that consumed her months earlier in New Orleans. Spilling into the aisles and down the corridors, flooding the church pews, soaking the fine red carpet at our feet is a mother's grief, is all of our grief. It is the world's grief that pours out of her hands. And for most of the service, she does not wear her pain. It is summed up in the trickling of a tear down her face. Yet, in one all-consuming moment of devastation, her hands go limp. Like a young palm in God's windstorm of fate, she leans, falling into her sister's arm. With her release of will and control, the air fills, and so does the church. She knows she's not alone. We are here. So, with the support of friends and family, we are all built up strong. On this day especially, we are the fortunate beneficiaries of legacies of activism, education, and above all, the sustaining love of our families, friends, and communities. Here we are fortunate in the ease with which we can communicate and organize with other students, fortunate for the scaffolding that past students, faculty, and staff have laid upon which we fortify with preceding years. In efforts to improve ourselves and the spaces we navigate, let us always be critical, yet never lose our connections with each other. Let us look to create, to look on hopefully, and act with a similar vigor and passion for an always better existence. Let us learn from our pain and realize that resilience and success are achieved interdependently. Thank you.